Good afternoon, friends. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about parametric test, chi-square test, t-test, and today we are going to discuss z-test. Myself Nigam Patel, lecturer in MG Science Institute, and today we have with us Sneh Bhavsar, TY BSc Statistics student from MG Science Institute. Large sample test about population mean. Consider a random sample of n observations drawn from a population that has mean mu and standard deviation sigma. Based on this sample, we want to test the following hypothesis. Our null hypothesis is mu equal to mu 0, where mu 0 is some hypothesized value for mu, against a two-tailed alternative hypothesis h1 mu different from mu 0. Two-tailed test. Let mu 0 be the hypothesized value for the population mean to be tested. For this, we have null hypothesis h0 mu equal to mu 0 against alternative hypothesis mu different from mu 0. If standard deviation sigma of the population is known, then based on CLT central limit theorem, the sampling distribution of mean x bar would follow the standard normal distribution for the large sample size n. The test statistic z is given by x bar minus mu over sigma x bar. In this formula, the numerator x bar minus mu measures how far the observed sample mean x bar is from the hypothesized mean mu. The denominator sigma x bar is the standard error of the mean, so the test statistics represents how many standard errors x bar is from mu. If the population standard deviation is not known, then a sample standard deviation S is used to estimate sigma. The value of Z statistics is given by Z equal to x bar minus mu over S over under root n. The two rejection areas in two-tailed test are determined so that half of the level of significance alpha by 2 appears in each tail of the distribution of mean. Our decision rule based on sample mean for two-tailed test as if we reject h0 if z calculated is less than or equal to minus z alpha by 2 and accept hypothesis null hypothesis if minus z alpha by 2 is less than z alpha by 2. Left tail test, large sample test means if our sample size n is greater than 30, then null hypothesis is mu greater than or equal to mu 0 and against alternative hypothesis h1 mu less than mu 0. Then for this test, our test statistics z is given by x bar minus mu over sigma x bar. Decision rule, reject null hypothesis if z calculated is less than or equal to minus z alpha and accept null hypothesis is if z alpha by 2 is greater than z is greater than minus z alpha. Right tail test, our null hypothesis h0 mu less than or equal to mu 0 and against alternative hypothesis h1 mu greater than mu 0. Our test statistics z is given by x bar minus mu over sigma x bar and decision rule, reject h0 if z calculated value is greater than or equal to z alpha and accept h0 if z calculated value is less than z alpha, table value of z alpha. Now we are going to discuss the testing of two population mean. If we have two independent populations, each having its own mean and standard deviation, as for the population 1, we have mean mu1 and standard deviation sigma 1, and for the second population, mean mu2 and standard deviation sigma 2. Then we can extend the hypothesis testing concepts developed in the previous section to test whether there is any significant difference between the means of these given two populations. Let two independent random samples of size n, n1 and n2 be drawn from the first and second population respectively. Let the sample means so calculated by x1 bar and x2 bar. The z test statistics is used to determine the difference between the population means mu1 minus mu2 bar is based on the difference between the sample means x1 minus x2 bar, because sampling distributions of x1 bar and x1 bar minus x2 bar has the property expectation x1 minus x2 bar equal to mu1 minus mu2 bar. This test statistics will follow the standard normal distribution for a large sample due to the central limit theorem. So our test statistics z is given by z equal to x1 minus x2 bar in the second bracket mu1 minus mu2 bar over sigma of x1 minus x2 bar, where sigma of x1 minus x2 bar is the standard error of the test statistics x1 minus x2 bar, where x1 minus x2 bar is the difference between two sample means, that is sample statistics, and mu1 minus mu2 is the difference between population means, that is hypothesized population parameter. If sigma 1 square equal to sigma 2 square, the above formula is reduced to z equal to x1 minus x2 bar mu1 minus mu2 bar over sigma under root 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2. If the standard deviations sigma 1 and sigma 2 of each of the population are not known, then we may estimate the standard error of sampling distribution of the sample statistic x1 minus x2 bar by substituting the sample standard deviations s1 and s2 as the estimates of the population standard deviations. Under this condition, the standard error of x1 minus x2 bar is estimated as below: under root s1 square plus under root s1 square over n1 plus s2 square over n2. The standard error of the difference between standard deviation of sampling distribution is given by sigma equal to under root sigma 1 square over 2n1 plus sigma 2 square over 2n2. The null hypothesis is given by h0 mu1 minus mu2 equal to d0. Against the alternative hypothesis, we have for one tail test h1 mu1 minus mu2 is greater than d0, and for two tail test h1 mu1 minus mu2 different from d0, where d0 is some specific difference that is desired to be tested. If there is no difference between mu1 and mu2, then mu1 equal to mu2, then d0 equal to 0. Testing population proportion. Sometimes instead of testing a hypothesis to a population mean, a population proportion, a fraction, ratio or percentage, p-values of that indicates the part of population of simple sample having a particular attribute of interest is considered. For this, a random sample of size n is selected to compute the proportion of elements having a particular attribute of interest, also called success, in it as follow. P bar is given by number of success in sample over sample size equal to x over n, where x is number of successes in the sample and small n is given by sample size. The value of these statistics is compared with a hypothesized population proportion P0 so as to arrive at conclusion about the hypothesis. Single population proportion. The three forms of null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis is as follows. Null hypothesis h0 small p equal to p0 against null against alternative hypothesis H1 P different from P0 for two-tail test. Same way for one-tail test, H0 P greater than or equal to P0 against P less than P0 left tail test, and for right tail test P less than or equal to P0 against P greater than P0. To conduct a test of hypothesis, it assumes that the sampling distribution of a proportion follows a standardized normal distribution. Then, using the value of sample proportion P and its standard deviation, we compute a value for Z test statistics as follows. Our test statistic Z is given by P bar minus P0 over sigma P bar, is also given by P bar minus P0, where sigma P bar is given by under root P0 bracket 1 minus P0 over N. The comparison of Z test statistics value, its critical table value at a given level of significance, enables us to test the null hypothesis about a population proportion based on the difference between the sample proportion P and the hypothesized population proportion. So our decision rule is given by we reject H0 null hypothesis when Z calculated value is greater than Z alpha or P value is less than alpha. For two-tail test, Z calculated value is greater than Z alpha by 2 or Z calculated value is less than equal to minus Z alpha by 2. Now further Sneh Bhavsar will discuss again for the Z test. Start.
We'll see the PPT. The difference between two population proportions. Let two independent populations each having a proportion and standard deviation of an attribute B. We'll see the slide. Standard deviation of an attribute be as follows. Population is population 1 and population 2, and the proportion of population is P1 and P2, and its standard deviation is given by sigma P1 and sigma P2. The hypothesis testing concepts developed in the previous section can be extended to test whether there is any difference between the proportions of these populations. The null hypothesis is that there is no difference between two population proportion is stated by H0 is equal to P1 is equal to P2 or P1 minus P2 is equal to 0, and alternative hypothesis against it is given as H1 where P1 is not equal to P2. So the proportion should not be equal of two populations, then it is alternative hypothesis, or else it's a null hypothesis. The sampling distribution of difference in sample proportion P bar minus P2 bar is based on the assumption that the difference between two population proportions P1 minus P2 is normally distributed. The standard deviation or error of sampling distribution of P1 minus P2 is given by sigma P1 minus P2 is equal to under root P1 into 1 minus P1 plus upon N1 plus P2 into 1 minus P2 upon N2, where Q1 is equal to 1 minus P1 and Q2 is 1 minus P2. So we can reduce this formula by substituting Q1 is equal to 1 minus P1 and Q2 is 1 minus P2, where the difference P1 bar minus P2 bar between the sampling proportion of two independent simple random samples is the point estimator of the difference between two population proportions. Obviously, the expectation of P1 minus P2 bar is P1 minus P2. Thus, the Z statistic for the difference between two population proportions is stated as Z is equal to P1 minus P2 bar minus P1 minus P2 upon sigma P1 bar minus P2 bar, which is simplified as P1 bar minus P2 bar upon sigma P1 minus P2 bar. Invariably, the standard error sigma P1 bar minus P2 bar of difference of difference between sample proportions is not known. Thus, the null hypothesis states that there is no difference between the population proportions we combine between two sample proportions P1 bar and P2 bar to get unbiased estimate of population proportion as follows. Pool estimate P1 P bar is equal to N1 into P1 bar plus N2 into P2 bar upon N1 plus N2. The Z statistic is then restated as Z is equal to P1 bar minus P2 bar upon S P1 bar minus P2 bar. Here we have taken S in place of sigma because it's a sample, it's the standard deviation of from obtained from the sample. Thank you. પેલા મેમ